Hey everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Chade Arena. So a few weeks ago, I chopped together a list of some of the most mysterious places in North America. Well, it turns out that you guys liked it, and there are a bunch of other strange corners of Mexico, Canada, and America that I've put together on today's list of Top 10 Mysterious Places in North America Part 2. This list is going to have so many weird monsters and creepy things that have been spotted all over the place throughout North America. It's just like a Stephen King movie. Make sure you stick around for the top 3 because I got some super weird ones on there. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. It's a great way to get to know myself and the other hosts a little bit better. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. Number 10 is the Lake Michigan Monster. I don't know why a giant monster would want to make its home in Lake Michigan when there's a whole ocean out there. Maybe he's trapped and he looks out into the open area and sings a whole new world like Ariel from A Little Mermaid. Oh, so heart-touching. I bet if you dig hard enough, you can find a failed drama teacher who has written a musical about the Lake Michigan Monster with that exact scene in it. Anyways, this being an old lake creature, there have been sightings that date back to 1817, and it has been nicknamed the Sea Panther because it apparently has a cat-like head. People who say they have seen it say it looks like a cross between some sort of giant sea snake and a jungle cat. Maybe it's one of God's bad creations that just got dumped in this lake, like when I quit halfway through a joke because I can't think of a punchline, like right now at the end of this one. Number 9, Ringing Rocks Park. This park is tucked away in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, and it is home to some of nature's strangest anomalies. The Ringing Rocks Park houses a bunch of boulders that ring like bells if you hit them. You could do a full live show like the Blue Man Group just smashing on these bad boys. You could just get together a bunch of rocks and then charge $200 a ticket for people to come see you. People don't really know why the rocks make this ringing noise. They're all made of the same material, some sort of volcanic substance, and I'm not smart enough to understand why that makes sense. I think these things just exploded out of a volcano and smashed all over the hillside, but I'm really basing that off of a short clip I watched about the park. The weird part about the ringing rocks in this area is that not all of them make the ringing noise. Only a third of the rocks in the area will make the tune that makes your body groove. It's like some of them are the chosen ones and the rest of them are just plebs that have to live around the cool, awesome rocks. God, it would suck to be one of those plain, old, lame, dinky rocks instead of a sick, singing rock. Well, not all of us are blessed. Number 8, the Screaming Tunnel and the Blue Ghost Tunnel. The Screaming Tunnel sounds like when you rip a hot, chili fart so powerful it wakes up the person who made a grave mistake of sleeping next to you. Well, unfortunately, these two places are not hideouts for stinky, trumpet-sounding farts coming out of your brown log cave. They're actually two haunted tunnels in the Niagara region in Ontario, Canada. It's said that if you stand in the Screaming Tunnel and light a match, you can hear a bunch of people screaming. Cold spells, whispers, and even strange ghostly figures have been seen hanging around this creepy tube. The Blue Ghost Tunnel used to be a hotbed for supernatural activity, but has been sealed due to the poor condition of the tunnel. I bet the ghosts just wanted to be left alone, so they started destroying everything. It's like when you get into a fight with your girlfriend, so she'll leave you alone for the whole day, so you can run through God of War on PS4 another time, just rip through it and have like a sick time without getting bothered. Yeah, you guys get it. Anyways, number 7, Winchester Mystery Home. I would definitely have a giant, over-the-top, extravagant mansion if I was rich. I just like to be extra like that. That's pretty much what the Winchester Mystery Home is. It was built by Sarah Winchester, who was connected to the world-famous Winchester rifle. I think I used that gun to murk a bunch of O'Driscolls in Red Dead Redemption 2. She was stupid rich, and after her husband and son both died, she decided to spend her time on her loving house. I mean, I get that. Having all the people that you love around you die, that would push you to love some inanimate object. That could be why there's so many weird people on TLC.
But Julius's obsession with balloons goes beyond shapes and colors.
My love for balloons, it's also a sexual love.
Well, she started spending all of her money turning the Winchester home into one of the most bawling places of all time. She would constantly have new rooms installed and old rooms remodeled. It's suspected that there were over 500 constructed or remodeled rooms. She could have had 2 episodes on MTV Cribs every season. Number 6, Magnetic Hill, New Brunswick, Canada. If you end up in New Brunswick, you really want to spend all your time eating lobster and trying to upset the French population population with how badly you speak French in a province that speaks French. People really get pissed when you go to their city and you don't know the language at all. But if you manage to work your way through the hordes of angry French people and stop eating lobster smothered in butter before you give yourself gout, then you might want to check out the Magnetic Hill. It's been given this nickname because if you leave your car at the bottom of the hill in neutral, it might start rolling uphill. How does this happen? Well, a lot of people think it might be some sort of large magnetic deposit underneath the ground that's pushing everything around. Well, I really have no idea how this happens or even how magnets work, so I'm not the guy to talk to about this. I would just ask every French person you meet until one of them gives you the answer. Don't Google it. What I told you to do is way more fun. Number 5, underwater Stonehenge. What makes a place like Stonehenge even cooler? Well, if you put it underwater. Also, if we could put on a giant block party where there's like aliens from Area 51, like you could have this huge event and sell tickets for like $800 and invite famous people, and then all of us do backflips off the stones, that would also make it cooler. But underwater Stonehenge is still very cool. It's at the bottom of Lake Michigan and probably hanging out with that cat-faced water monster. People speculate that the rocks were placed there before the Ice Age. If that's the case, the rocks could be over 10,000 years old. Either that or someone just got bored and started to chuck a bunch of rocks into the lake and they all fell in a pretty formation. Or, like all these things, aliens made it. How come every time some weird stuff happens, people think it's aliens? Maybe before people had YouTube, they were just bored all the time and they'd do things like place rocks in circles and call it a day. If YouTube existed thousands of years ago, we probably wouldn't have pyramids today. There would just be a bunch of fan drawings of PewDiePie. Number 4, Eternal Flame Falls, Orchard Park, New York. There's nothing more normal than a fire that never goes out. That's what we all know about fire, is that it burns in a never-ending fashion and consumes the whole world. Well, that's how the eternal flame will make you feel. It's a methane leak right under a waterfall. So right where you see this massive arc of water, you'll see this strange orange glow. Sometimes the wind or water will put out the flame, but you can get it going with just a spark of your lighter. That's a big hell no for me. I would want to be as far away as possible from that thing when someone lights it on fire. I wouldn't want to be blown to smithereens by some methane leak that I lit on fire on purpose. That's like the dumbest way you could ever die. I would prefer to get eaten by a bear while running around naked covered in honey. At least the second one's a funnier option. Number 3, Roanoke Island, North Carolina. So you're hanging out with all your buddies, and then out of nowhere, everyone's gone. Like everyone's gone. Not just the people you're hanging out with, but an entire colony of people. I'm not describing some Netflix show, but what actually happened on this island in North Carolina. An entire colony of people just disappeared and no one knows where they went. It's like when you take a poop and you go to wipe, but there's no poop on the toilet paper. And then you look in the toilet and there's no poop in the toilet. And you're like, did I even poop? Am I in a bathroom? Is this a simulation? There's a glitch in the matrix. Some people speculate that the people that were living there ditched their lives and decided to live with the local Native American tribes, as they had way better fashion sense and would hit the peace pipe all the time. I kinda get why someone would do something like that. It's just like when someone buys a spontaneous plane ticket and then moves to Thailand and doesn't come home for 3 years. And then when they come home, they only wear flowy pants and have a septum piercing. Number 2, Roswell, New Mexico. For those of you that think the storming Area 51 meme started with Harambe, you're so wrong. It started here, baby. Back in 1947, a UFO crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, and that's when everyone started asking, what if there's some aliens running around the universe? The American government said that it wasn't a UFO, but it was a weather balloon, which is the lamest cover-up answer ever. That's like my dog ate my homework of alien cover-ups. We all know the truth, and we're gonna have proof on September 20th when we all storm Area 51 and get sick alien clothes. Number 1 on the list, Energy Vortex, Sedona, Arizona. What do you want to get from a vacation? Some rest, relaxation, so you can feel rejuvenated. Well, apparently you can get that if you go visit an energy vortex in Sedona, Arizona. There's said to be pockets of supernatural energy that will give you a personal boost. This is like Superman flying into the sun. Why spend hundreds of dollars on a spa package when you can just drive in your 1997 Toyota Corolla to a spot and get juiced up by magical energy? Way better and way cheaper. Well everyone, that's our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, make sure you follow Most Amazing Top 10 on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, I've been Shade Arena, and I'm gonna go get jacked up on that magical energy. Bye.